Oh, okay. These are H. Okay. Anyway, the first stages of my documentary. I have my tractor mower hanging off the ceiling. Just want to make a documentary on. I'm taking it apart. I already started working on the seat because of all the rust. I'm going painting her and rebuilding her. I'm still working, but I'm going to completely rebuild. Making a bumper. I have I have some spare bonnets there, and it's going to be completely a new rebuild. And I've got some parts that I'm changing out to make it, well, how would you put it, settable. These is for lowering and raising the deck, and here you have stage 1, obviously down, stage 6, but you're on a fixed position always. When these machines can take a, don't have the part right here, but they can take a variable adjuster when you can vary the height up and down, and you set it to what height you want it, and then you can always pull the lever, latch it up, and when you're then going back out again onto the grass, release it and bring it back, and it goes always back to the same setting. Not that I always have to look for what setting I have it in. It was always a nuisance. But both of them have their pros and cons, but that plate is, I've got that plate again, and that plate has to be changed, and there's a few just a few pieces to be added to it, and I managed to get them off a scrapyard dealer who scraps these machines and stuff. So if I had known that earlier, I might have even gone and got all the loads of parts and built myself a machine together. But I like the engine. She's 23 horse. So I might have had trouble getting that. But anyway, we're going to rebuild this one and see where we can get. I'll go through the stages. I have her jacked up on axle stands there, and we'll go through stages on how we progress. Talk to you. Thought I'd let you watch for a minute. So, taking her apart here, put the tank out. My workshop isn't the biggest, but interesting. These are deep as I would sit if I do harder. Right. Well, this is going to be another interesting story. Boom, boom, boom. vice grips. I don't have much room here. The workshop I built myself. Does me fine. I've actually managed a fair lot of jobs in here. And I'm dry. Really, it's actually pretty bad weather out there at the moment. So as you can probably hear on the roof. I wonder, it's a bit small. No, but you see, that wouldn't move too easy, would it? With the steering wheel going. But it's held. I wonder, does that pull off? Because I can't get the dash off. I can't get that plastic off. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to have to look at this better. And because otherwise I'll be recording here forever. I'll just turn off the camera a minute. Oh, I don't know, I was trying to play with the setting of the camera as well, but my picture is somehow, something changed on it. I wanted to get the wide picture. I know I'm kind of like low down here, like. But anyway, I started messing around with this and having a look. And next thing, because this was on it and I couldn't get the plastic, you see exactly that. Couldn't get the plastic off. The next thing, I was went like that a few times, the next thing, thunk, and I had that in my hand and that fell down through the, so anyway, I have it. I didn't know that was just like that. I knew there was a joint there, but I didn't know exactly how it was done. So obviously the steering wheel holds it down. But again, my first time taking one of these Craftsman apart. So not too familiar with everything, the way everything's put together. I mean, I'm a mechanic and do know my way around, but you know, every machine is built a little different, so you do get these corners where you go, yeah. But anyway, got it. Leave that down there. I'll put all my spare parts over there. Now let's see if I can get the complicated bolts. No, these not bolts. Yeah, they're, well, Phillips heads. And I'm scared of slipping, and they're extremely strong in, and I was already trying to loosen them. I'm putting a WD-40 on him. Yeah, I'm gonna chance, I don't know what size that is, if that's welded or not. I can't really see it. This is going to be an interesting one. I want to get a dash off to repaint it. I want to get these switches on it. Okay. But anyway, we'll see that after. Oh, let's try this. It feels like something like this. It might be bigger. It's a 10. Let's have a look. Definitely bigger. Probably a 12. Yeah, probably a 12. 11. Try a 12 for a minute. Let's back to. Okay, 12. I won't put it past it, and I have to get them on this side because the nuts are welded on the other side. Guaranteed. This is definitely not fitting. Not going. I'm hoping they feel. Okay, let's just put light pressure on it and see what actually happens. Well, here comes Christmas. Aren't I lucky? Christmas and New Year in one go. I don't want to wrap my fingers, thank you. I hate this when I wrap. Now you see, if you use a lot of force, next thing crack and you have your fingers cut on some metal. There you go. Watch I don't tear the wires here. So my aim is now to repaint the whole thing. Do it up. I think she will look absolutely deadly. That's my plan anyway. And then I have some nice LED lights and stuff, because I will be next year as well using her during the winter, to some part of the winter anyway, and it gets dark early. So even there a few times, even there when I was doing the seaweed, that's the pump for the boiler. But anyway, we're doing the seaweed. It got dark, and even he couldn't see nothing. I was squinting after I turned off the camera. I was mulching the seaweed that video, because I want to do some more. There's trying to feed the lawn with seaweed, and I have to do it next year again. I'm still not finished. The weather's just too wet. Don't you dare fall, thank you. The machine won't even run up and down the hill. Now, how do I get this rubber off? There you go. Okay, get this the wires. So we now have the dash. No, I don't want to lose them screws, thank you. I have to be careful now not to mix them up. Right, the wires. Anyway, let's have a look how the flashlight, where did I put it? Can't see how it's held there in my pocket. Right. Fantastico. Here's some more clip. Well, okay, this is handy enough. This is great news. This is fantastic. I must get my workshop light. I have a workshop light, but it's in the house. Okay. Now this. Clips like so. Okay. My blade starter. Oh, a fuse. Wow. See, if you wouldn't, how would anybody know that there's a fuse right there? You're going to have a fuse blown, have a problem, and no one would know that there's a fuse there. Well, you would have to probably read it in the book. But even if you bought something second hand, would you? This is going to get her. This way, of course, yeah. You know you got that one. So I'm just going to leave that dangle there. No, not Morse code, thank you. No, these. No, breaking it. Okay. Take off the wires first. And the choke cable. And this guy, amp meter. No, I'm gonna have to be careful with this one. Because the wires have to go back the right way around. Love that with the dummy switch. Okay, I'm just going to take off these bits and pieces. I'm going to have to mark my wires, and that's the peeper. So I'll take these things off and we'll go for the next stage. Briefly, the boiler's going to cut in now any second, but just briefly to show you what's happening here. This dash, all the pieces, the steering. Can you hear me? Okay, I'll pause, get back to you. The boiler's making too much noise. Okay, I'll just hold the camera. Well, I managed to get it. Got the dash off. That's the dash there. So I'm going to be painting her. It's all going to be newly painted, and I must find out if I can get them stickers, them rabbit stickers, and the choke sticker. Will be good for after, because I'm going sanding this and wire brushing and sanding it and a whole lot, get as much of the old stuff off and the rust off, and I'm going to paint it. There goes my ratchet. But I tell you, the choke, no, the choke here is manual, and these clips, I tell you, it was a job. It was a job getting that out through the hole, because you have to press them clips in, and there's 3 of them. I had a bit of a juggle with that, but I got it. Because it's such a tight space. Let me show you. I'm holding the camera. Sorry about shaking a bit. It was there in that hole, and I had such a tight trying to get the clip from this side. The other 2 was here. You can see my scrape mark on the screwdriver, because I got that one and that top one, and I forced it down to hold it. Then I had to go from this side to get the clip here, and I had to really force it hard and pull. I eventually got it, but I was battling it for a bit. But yeah, the dash is out, and I have it in my hand. So now, that's a mighty tool. They're great for getting screw bolts out. And there's a bit of the steering, and I have the other arm for here to do the adjustment. Everything is trying to fall on me here. We're coming up to 20 to 11. It's coming up definitely nearly 11, and I'm gonna quit for the night for today, and we'll see how we get on for the next day. Well, winter project type of thing, you know, and the weather's so poor that you just can't do anything. But all that's going to be all newly painted and everything. And like I said, I have this plate second hand from a scrapyard. It's all going to be redone. That lever I have too, but the pin here is broken. I might actually change it, because the threads on this side where there's actually yeah, I don't know, it's a bit dark here. There's a bolt here, right, with the shaft, where the shaft comes through, and it shows the marker where the setting is. And the threads in here, there's a bolt to go in there, I don't know, that very rusty looking. But I have the arm, and I'll see, maybe I might be able to fix this, because this I think is broken on the other one. It was all from the scrapyard. I got second-hand parts. They're way cheaper. So anyway, I'm gonna take off the deck, redo the deck as well. There's actually a hole in the. I've got it there. No, wait a minute. Where's the best way you can see this? Let me get the flashlight. Maybe you can actually see. Let me get the camera in there. That's the thrower, and you can see the little hole, the big rust hole in it. Now that part of the channel is from the deck, and I can actually show you what I'm going to do. You see, hold on, let me get the flashlight right. That's the throw channel there. Sorry, I'm holding it crooked because I'm gonna low to the ground. And there's all rust spots in there, rotten holes, and they're welded into place, just small welds. And what I can do, I have another second-hand deck which someone changed, but I must go and collect it. I'm going to collect it next week. A man said he was away, but he changed his, but it was rotten down here, and that part of it is okay. It's in perfect nick, and he said to me I can have it, so which is good news. So what I'll do is I'll cut the welds there, and cut the welds on the other one, and weld that on there, and I got myself a fine deck. I inquired what a new deck is, how much a new deck. What do you say, 900 euros nearly? I mean, I only paid 1200 for the machine. So, yeah, they're expensive, the decks are. I'm going to see if I can save this deck. And that's all going to be painted up, and we'll see how bad it actually is. It seems to be everywhere else in good nick, except for there. So, that's the next project. I think I'm going to take that off next anyway, to give myself, make the machine a bit lighter too, and give myself more room to work. Anyway, okay, we've progress here, and